Hey there guys, Farman Official here, and welcome to this Age of Empires 4 build order tutorial, where we're going to go through an English longbowman rush. In fact, it's a super fast English longbowman rush. And I say that because we're going to get up to the next age within about 4 minutes and 10 seconds roughly. I mean, that's what I've been getting on my testing, so we should be pretty close to that. So we're going to get 8 villagers on food, and we do take one of these villagers to build a house though. This villager will go back to food, of course, but we want 8 on food in total. And we want to obviously use our scout to get as many sheep as possible here. Okay, you can see the animation there to whack that deer. You want to use one villager to do that rather than all 8. You don't want all 8 of your villagers getting stuck on that animation. Small efficiencies like that, kind of nice. But once we get 8 villagers on food, we're going to send the next 4 villagers to gold. Let's build that mining camp, of course. Okay, another little tip to go through is with finding sheep, your scout has a larger sight radius than a sheep attracting radius. As you can see, look, you can see the sheep, they're not coming to the scout just yet until you get pretty close, so you do have to keep an eye on your scout to make sure it's not missing sheep. So we're going to bring the scout home now. We don't want to run out of sheep underneath the TC, which we might do if we're not careful. Actually, I think there's another one there. It's not too bad. There is another one there. Anyway, it's fine. Bring them back home. 3 villagers on gold at the moment. 1 more before we go to wood. Pick up that sheep and then go around this corner. And once we do have 4 villagers on gold, let's unqueue a lot of these villagers. We need to just keep an eye on things. We don't want to delay things about building the council hall too much. We need to maybe force drop off some gold and some food, and then force drop things off. We're going to send the next villagers to wood, guys. 9 villagers to wood. Okay, now we can think about force dropping off council hall. Oh, that sheep didn't come in the end. That's annoying. No, we'll get that sheep in a little while. Okay, let's force drop off a little bit more food to afford another villager. Keep the TC running. And let's get the lumber camp building, shall we? Now the villagers that are building the council hall, they'll also go to chop wood. Did you see that, guys? How all 8 of those villagers start taking the sheep? I don't think it's a big deal. But one of those things that is quite nice to fix if you can. There's no rotting of the sheep, so that's a bit of a miss play there. That guy needed to. That wasn't built in time, but it's okay. Quite a tight build, so things like that doesn't really help, but it's not the end of the world. It's just one villager there. Had to walk a little bit. Okay, let's get the sheep back home. Yeah, 9 villagers on wood. So because we're getting 9 villagers plus 4, that's going to give us the magic number of 13. We're going to see 13 here on wood before we start getting new villagers to go to food again. Just bear that in mind. Let's get our scout back out, shall we? Where'd he go? Garrison. Okay, we need to take a villager from wood to build a house, by the way. Well, just one will do. We're going to find our opponent now and just scout the wood line, the gold, anything we can kind of hit there. Okay, so we're up. Queue up Longbowman. Straight away, guys. Straight away. No dilly-dallying around. But we might be a bit short on wood at this point, so be careful of that. Okay, so you might need to force drop a little bit, but we're okay. No, don't run into the CC. Okay, so there's some gold there. Probably unlikely to be taking that. Don't see much in terms of where they're going for wood, though. Taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay, let's get the sheep. Keep an eye on things, guys. 13 on wood almost there. Because once you do, you want to probably go for your berries or your deer. Because I'm being aggressive, I'm quite happy to go for deer at this stage. And we want to build a house as well. Okay, let's go further forward and just see what we can hit. So guys, that completes the super fast English Longbowman rush. But stay tuned because it's time to talk about follow-up strategies. I have 3 recommendations for follow-up strategies. You could consider going forward with some villagers to build outposts to further harass your opponent and try to cut off key resources like gold and wood. You may need to think about counter units for what your opponent is making. For instance, if they're going for horsemen, adding a barracks and a few spearmen will help. But both of the strategies mentioned so far will cause an extended feudal age, which can be really fun, but an alternative is to switch your attention on going for castle age. In which case, you'll want to focus on food and gold and will need to decide on which landmark you'd like to go for. You'll have the options of the King's Palace or the White Tower. The King's Palace, an economic landmark, acts as a town centre. The White Tower, a defensive landmark, acts as a keep. Now choosing your landmark will of course be based on the situation that you're facing. If you feel you're doing pretty well and safe, especially with your military and aggressive opening, going for the King's Palace and booming behind this early aggression could be quite useful. But if you think you're going to be under threat, the White Tower can shore up your defences. I hope you enjoyed this video guys. If you did, feel free to give it a like, it really helps the channel, and think about subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. If you would like to see some more build orders like this, click the right end card screen now, but otherwise guys, I hope you have a great day.